Here's Dan Shapiro to help you find your edge, master your process, and own your future.
Hey guys, good evening everybody. Welcome to another edition of the AccessTrader.com nightly wrap-up show. Hope everybody is doing well. My apologies, I couldn't record the video last night. I had to go into Brooklyn. That's where my mom lives. I had to take care something for her. So it's mom, right? What are you gonna say? No? Guys, do me a favor, support the channel, click a like, show your support, and everything that we try to give you on a day-to-day basis to hopefully point you in the right direction. So click a like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. So let's talk about the tape, right? So we've been talking about weeks and weeks and weeks, big disconnection, right? Majority of the stocks are red, while some of the stocks are climbing and getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Last couple of days have been exactly the same thing. Today was pretty much the epitome of what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. But today, last night, got kicked off by one of the most aggressive moves on earnings we've seen in a while from a mega cap technology group, and that is Oracle. Oracle was up 36% today. Why is that a big deal? This is the biggest move since 1992, and it added nearly $250 billion, right? $250 billion in value. So pretty big move. And as you can imagine, a lot of names that have a derivative side effect of Oracle really benefited, especially a lot of the semiconductor names. And you saw NVIDIA, right? You saw NVIDIA had a really big move, reclaiming back the 50-day moving average. You had ARM, really big move, reclaiming back the 50-day moving average. You had PLTR has been kind of dead money for about a month, reclaiming back this whole supply and clearing out all this daily range. So it's a very big deal. So a lot of names really benefited from it, just the same way a lot of names benefited from it, and Avago as well. Avago went nuts today, confirmed earnings high. So you can see the semiconductor names, the AI names, they got really strong again and cleared out major levels. The same way as the ripple effect of Oracle on some of these semis. Well, Amazon went the other way, right? Amazon went the other way. Big move down, really big move down. You had an engulfing candle, taking out 1, 2, 3, 4 days of buying, stopped at the 20-day moving average. It'll be interesting to see tomorrow if there is a day two of selling. Again, one of the names I definitely, because again, I'm always trading on both sides of the market, or at least prepared on both sides of the market, and just wait for both sides to confirm. So Amazon, I will definitely be watching tomorrow for potential day two. One name that got slammed, really got slammed, and not from today's action, from yesterday, was Apple. So Apple, I closed off my swing right around here in the 340s area. Feels like a lifetime ago, because since then the stock has gone absolutely slammed. They had their Apple event, and all I heard was more expensive iPhone. Okay, more expensive iPhone, more expensive, or some cheap what is it called? The iPods in the ears, whatever the hell they're called. A big yawn fest. So they sold off the event, and today it got absolutely slammed, going back into the 34 EMA. As much as I am watching the semis tomorrow for a potential continuation, like an NVIDIA, like a ARM, like a PLTR, right? PLTR. In that fashion, Avago, right? Avago Broadcom, I am watching Apple back to the downside, the same kind of notes as Amazon. So as you can see here, it stopped right on the 34 EMA, right? Stopped at the 34 EMA. If it loses the 34 EMA tomorrow, there's a good chance it goes right back to the 50-day moving average. So semis, I'm definitely watching to the upside. Apple and Amazon, I'm watching for a potential day two, right? Potential day two washout if it plays out that way. Oracle probably needs a day or two of rest. I mean, this is a hell of a move, man. I mean, really hell of a move. It traded nearly 130 million shares. You can see the expansion channel on this thing. I actually caught this thing on a remount today for a little bit of bounce back, but it probably needs a couple of days. I would be very, very surprised if it follows through tomorrow. Maybe it does, right? Maybe it does, but it is about 17 points off its highs, considering the stock was up over 100 points. So I think in the next couple of days, if we could find some level playing ground just to kind of bide into some, I don't think we'll find it into daily support because you can see daily support is all the way down here, but some sort of 60-minute bottom channel in the next couple of days to see if we could get a position for a potential run back on Fridays, especially expiration. We did see some notable calls coming in on Oracle today. We saw some October $360 and $400 calls, very aggressive. And again, they were betting really, really pretty strong all morning. Some other notable names I saw today in the options market. PLTR, we started seeing a bunch of October 170s. So that's a name we definitely want to watch. I'm watching again tomorrow, potential confirmation. But look, there's a shot these semis rest tomorrow. Again, that a pretty big move. They reclaim major areas. So I wouldn't be surprised if they rest tomorrow in case they put in an inside day. But I am definitely watching it. October, a whole bunch of October 170 calls came in. HIMS, keep an eye on HIMS, not necessarily for tomorrow, but one buyer came in. You can see here it's gotten rejected 3 days in a row on the 50-day moving average. If you know anything about the 50-day and you've been watching me for years and years and years, above the 50-day is good, below the 50-day is bad. Here's a perfect example. Above the 50-day on HIMS, stock exploded. Below the 50-day on HIMS is this light blue line, right? The stock imploded. So you can see here 3 days in a row, got rejected off the 50-day moving average. A notable buyer came in. He bought 1,000 of the November 21st expiration $70 calls. Pretty significant bet. I want to watch this thing the next few days, assuming it even gets back up there. But I want to watch this thing the next couple of days if indeed it could confirm, right? Very, very important. Some other have-nots, right? And that's the whole point of this recent market structure. You're seeing some names that are very strong, and then you're seeing names that are just absolutely not. Meta, man, what is going on with Meta, right? Meta had an opportunity to bust out 3 days in a row. You saw 780 weekly calls come in. You see $800 October calls come in, and it just cannot get above this channel. Very, very frustrating, especially again when you know the structure of this type of market. But obviously, the biggest absolute FU continues to be Tesla. So I got long Tesla today above the opening range of 352. Everything was good. Everything was good in the world. It started rallying, went to like 56 and change. The option market continues to just pile on, man. I mean, I'm talking about pile on here. You're talking, we saw 360 weeklies, 370 weeklies. The monster bets continue to be the $400 calls in October. And again, you could turn around to me and say, well, Dan, it hit the upper Bollinger Band. Stock went up about $4.50. I made sales. I was down to like 30% of my position. I was planning to go long overnight, especially on a strong close, and nothing. The stock sells off literally $9 into the close. I get stopped out of my last 30% break even, and here we are again. I think we're at that point that if the Illuminati is listening, I'm willing to sacrifice my mother-in-law. I really am. As much as I love the woman, I'm willing to make some sacrifices. So if we can ever get back above this range, and again, in this time, in this lifetime or the next, I am willing to give you her address. Do with her as you will. My gift to the world, right? Make the world a better place. But all jokes aside, I mean, the stock is down 12% for the year. There's massive institutional money flow. And for whatever reason, the stock cannot get above this channel. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next Groundhog's Day. Eventually, we'll be ready to re-enter again. But until then, it absolutely sucks that this stock cannot participate. respectfully. Tomorrow, we got the CPI, right? CPI tomorrow. Again, we are about 7 days away from FOMC meeting, which there is a good chance that they will finally start cutting rates. Tomorrow, we will see more. Is it more PPI or CPI? It doesn't matter. PPI, CPI, ESPN, who gives a shit? Respectfully, right? I know there's children watching. Right. But tomorrow we got more inflation data. Why up or down doesn't make a difference. Next Wednesday, we got Chairman Powell. We got a potential rate cut. So we'll see exactly what happens there. But other than that, I mean, the market is continues to be wild. We are seeing now 2-3 days in a row of stocks moving up. You know, forget about 100%, 200%. We're seeing stocks moving up 2, 3, 4, 5,000%. Again, you know the symbols. I really don't feel like going through them. But the most important part is, guys, be prepared every day. I've been hammering that point home. Win, lose, or draw. Be prepared every single day. Tomorrow, again, I am watching for day 2 potential rally on the semis, NVIDIA, ARM, right? PLTR. Yeah, PLTR. Forgot some other crap. Avago, right? Avago. I will be watching them to the upside for potential another run. And I will be watching Amazon and Apple for potential day 2 sells. So sometimes, again, you got to keep it nice and easy. You got to keep it nice and calm. The most important thing is you got to keep it professional. Guys, God bless everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. And with God's help, I'll see you on the field tomorrow. Take care.